2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a good amount of time. All right. Hello, Jackie boy. How you doing? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Hopefully we get a lot of people showing up today. But other than that, I've just been kind of busy. Hopefully this will be a little bit more productive in terms of video ideas because I just finished scripting the next matchup video, and I'm already like I'll tell everyone, but I got like I've been like kind of busy over the last week. Now that I'm back to like a 2 job schedule, and so the only days I can even work on stuff are like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and now Thursdays. So, but how have you been? Sleepy. Mm. Mm. Well, I'm real sorry about that. Well, I hope it's not too hot. Oof. Hey, Commander Shepard and Chillix. What is the worst? Okay, yes, about that. What was it again? I lost a lot of files, and I got caught up on like multiple different projects. So I just pulled it up again. What was your idea? What was it like? Top 5 video game endings? Was that it? Just remind me. Yeah, like I lost it. So could you tell me again what it was? But Chillix, worst racing game? Hmm. I Okay, video game endings. Okay, let me write this down. And I promise I can get up tomorrow because I have tomorrow off and I won't be doing anything. So I know I can get it up tomorrow. So I guarantee you. So, all right, video game endings. Okay, that one should be pretty easy. Uh, yeah, yeah. Just to prove it to you, there it is. I mean, it's a little hard to see, but see, there it is. There's your idea. And I've kept it, and it's in a safe file so it doesn't get lost again. Because I had to delete, I installed a new hard drive to kind of give this thing an extra terabyte of memory. So, and I improved its RAM, and so like a lot of files ended up accidentally getting extracted. So I do apologize. But in terms of worst racing game, I don't know. I haven't played too many bad racing games, so I can't really say. I have pictures of the Yamato. Want me to send them to your Discord? It's up to you, and it doesn't matter. I mean, Yamato's cool. I own a Yamato, so I don't really need pictures of it. Okay, yeah. Let's stick to one idea per person. But top 5 video game endings. Yeah, I don't worry. I got that. Don't worry. I beat Red Dead Redemption. Gave it a 10 out of 10. Okay, well, glad you had fun with that. Rashad, I'm not. There is no Toy Story 5. There is no Toy Story 4. There's only 3 Toy Story movies, and that's it. So I don't know what you're talking about. What if Square made Final Fantasy racing game? Well, technically they did make a racing game, but it was more of like a chocobo game. I mean, chocobo racing, that's a thing, but it's kind of like a mini game. But I guess that's the closest. I don't really think you could do something with cars. Although, no, just chocobo racing. Did I hear Shrek 5 got delayed till 2027? No, I don't follow Shrek, so I wouldn't know. Am I interested in Incredibles 3? No, Chillax, not really. Guys, I'll be back. I need to get some water. I'll be right back. Just a few seconds. something bad going on. Sorry. Just when I'm on streams, my throat tends to dry up a little bit. It's the Yamato I made myself. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. If it's like a personal made Yamato, yeah, go ahead. I think Square did once or twice. Can you explain to me how? How fabrication works in Death Stranding 2? Explain. What do you mean, fabrication? Like, you gotta describe it a little bit. From what I've heard, Ratatouille 2 and other older films didn't get sequels. We'll be getting one like WALL-E. Oh dear. So pretty much what you're saying is Disney's run out of ideas, so they have to make sequels to movies that don't need sequels, huh? You've been making reviews on Instagram? Okay, that's cool. Alright. Alright, well, Marcus, I'll check him out when the stream's over. But, you know, I'll be sure to comment on him. Oh, well, I mean, the whole point of Mexico is you're just trying to connect to the chiral network. I mean, that's about it. Death Stranding really isn't too difficult to understand if you're just following the basic concept. The concept is that there are certain points and you're trying to link them up. Like, it's that simple. What is your favorite gun in BioShock Infinite? I think like the minigun one. I think that one's my favorite. Have I ever played the Burnout racing games? I believe I think I own Burnout Paradise on PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure. But I do believe that's the only Burnout game I've ever actually played. Been reading up on pirates. Did you know Edward Teach Blackbeard used to light slow burning fuses under his hat to make him head? Yeah, I know. That's the funny thing about Edward Teach. Some people say Edward Teach, some people say Edward Thatch. I see multiple documentaries, and some say is it Edward Teach or is it Edward Thatch but yeah, he was like 6 feet tall. He has all kinds of guns. He put things and it would make like a haze around his face, and he looked like the devil himself. And he used to scare people. Yeah, I know. And then, you know, how he died, how he got his head cut off, and then he had it tied to the front of an opposing commander's ship, and supposedly the legend is his body swam around the ship 3 times before it finally sank. Yeah, I know those stories. My cat says meow to me. Okay, well, tell your cat I said hi. Thanks. I hear BioShock 4 is having issues. I wasn't aware they were making another BioShock. I really didn't. Can I whistle? Yes, I can. I can whistle. There, I can whistle. I mean, that's why it was helpful to have the water. Is Back to the Future one of my top 15 films? No, of course not. Besides, Back to the Future 2 is my favorite of the 3, so... Thanks, Gordon. Practice makes perfect. So, I'm curious, what games are you guys playing? I really haven't, been playing anything, just going back and replaying Cyberpunk, and then just doing research on the next matchup video, which I just finished the script today. And I am doing something special for it. But it's not, chances are it's not going to come out till the 28th, because I want to film something at MGS Con next week for the video. So, I'm going to have the matchup video done, but there's something I want to film with someone there that at the beginning of that video. So, that's what the delay is. And then after that, I'm just birthday's going to be the following week after that. So, I'm thinking what I should do for that. Do I still see Flavor Flav? Flavor Flav hasn't come into my job for some time. I don't know. I haven't seen him in like maybe like a year. But you know, he must be going through things. I've been playing Borderlands 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Red Dead. Okay, that's a solid collection of games. So I saw the next PSP apparently will be a PlayStation 6 portable, but it'll be a bit weaker than the base PlayStation. Wait, what? What do you mean? So the next wait a second. The next PSP apparently will be a PlayStation 6 portable. So you're telling me that the next console is going to be portable? Then it's not a console. That's weird. Can I whistle? No, I can't. Playing some code, vain. Describe Borderlands movie in 2 words. It's awful. 2 words, it's awful. Bad casting. How about those 2 words? If there's one gun I think Resident Evil should have, it's a Magnum lever action rifle. Well, I just have a funniest place you accidentally farted. Funniest? Okay, here's the thing. When I do it, it's always quiet. I never do loud farts ever. Ever. So I don't do loud farts. And good evening, Wing Zero. How you doing? How did you watch Joker? I watched an illegal copy of it because I didn't really watch it. I watched like the first like 15, 20 minutes and then I hated it. And then I skimmed the rest of it and I was like, oh God, this is awful. But I didn't pay to go see it, if that's what you mean. Let's just say I have some connections or I know how to watch movies without having to pay for them. Let's just say that. No, there will be a PlayStation 6 also, but a PlayStation 6 portable to play your games from your PlayStation 6. I swear to God, this better not be a digital. This better not be a digital only thing. Like, if you're explaining like the broadband, like I think even that's a stupid idea. Like I think that's the dumbest thing about the portal, is that it can't play discs. Like I think that would work if it like could play discs. Like it seems big enough that you could fit a disc in. Like the fact you can only play it through Wi-Fi is stupid. Hey, what's up, Super Gaming? How you doing? By the way, guys, seriously, if you have a video idea, please share it with me. The more ideas, the more content I can film tomorrow. Because I promise you, I will be doing nothing but filming. Since I don't really have anything to do, I don't really have any games to role play, and I'm just really just getting ready for MGS Con next week. So that's kind of where my main focus is. And like apart from like I've already done the most breakdown for the next versus matchup, and like that's not coming out till the 28th. Like the day Metal Gear Delta comes out, that's the day that video will be up. So yeah. Yeah, Commander Shepard. Let's I appreciate the ideas, but let's give other people ideas. Let's spread. You already got a video coming out tomorrow, so don't worry. Am I filming at the con? Yes, I am. 100%. I filmed at the last 2 cons, so yeah. Favorite guns from games? I'm not sure. Top 10 video game sequels I want? Damn, that's a tough one. I feel like I've done that. Like games I want a sequel for? Alright, I mean, I'll put that idea. I mean, you guys got any ranking ideas? Something I could do like a tier list or something? But yeah, I'll put that one down. Games I want sequels for. What am I looking forward to the most? Just seeing my friends and getting a couple of things signed from the voice actors. And just having a good time. Getting away from a stress-filled environment. Do you think... What do I think of the chicken dance? I don't know what that is. Red Dead Revolver is an old classic. Rashard, I've never heard of it, but I'll take your word for it. Favorite guns from the Metal Gear Resident Evil? Well, obviously Metal Gear would have to be the Patriot, and I guess Resident Evil I don't know. I guess Matilda. I guess maybe. What is my favorite anime? Is I don't know stuff like Dragon Ball. I think Yu-Gi-Oh counts as an anime. Things like you know, 009 Cyborg, Yu Yu Hakusho. Like a lot of the Toonami animes is really what I stick with. I mean, there's a few on Netflix that I'm watching, like a I think it's called Kenjin, something like that. So stuff like that. Favorite Ratchet and Clank weapon? Obviously the Rhino, of course. You can't go wrong with that. What do I think of peanut butter and jelly dance? I don't know what that is, but I hate peanut butter. I'm literally allergic to peanut butter, so not a fan. Can you do a tier list of GX characters? I did not watch GX. I did not watch GX. I watched 5D, but I don't feel like doing I feel like this. I watched 5D once, but I don't watch it. I didn't watch it enough to care. Like I flat out didn't even. I'm not even interested in GX because it's basically nothing but fusing. And then 5D was actually interesting because it introduced synchros, and that I could get into. How did Liquid Ocelot take complete control of Eastern Europe in year? He didn't. Okay, I think you're going a little bit far when you say take control. He didn't really take control. He simply took control of one of the primary AI systems that controlled everyone's nanobots that were in their body, and it kind of locked down weapons because everything was run by little nanites that were controlled by AIs, and if you controlled the system, then no one could use them, which is why like no one could use nukes. It's like, oh well, which sounds kind of stupid, but it's just like, oh, if we link everything together, then everything will like connect more fluently. But no one thought what would happen if someone took control of those AI systems. Like, oh shit, we don't have control of all our guns, all our military weapons. This sounds kind of stupid. Yeah, it was. To link everything together. Pretty much the worst version of Death Stranding, if you think about it. It's like, oh, should we have connected? Yeah, if everyone's connected, and then you have someone crazy take control of the primary systems, now he has control of all this stuff that you spent all this time connecting. I just wish Kojima could have the rights to Metal Gear. Yeah, me too, but I'm happy he's working on something else he likes. I think Death Stranding is a good place, and I think he'll do something else after Death Stranding. I mean, I think we'll get like maybe one more Death Stranding game, but I think between now and then he'll do like another game. I'm sure of it, positive. I think he hinted at what it was. Who got the better mustache, Liquid Ocelot or Solid Snake? I like Solid Snake's mustache better. It reminds me of Burt Reynolds, and he had a fantastic, mustache. Do you find the idea of dueling on motorcycles in 5D? No, it's not stupid. They want to do duel. I mean, you're talking. I mean, think about this. Do you really think dueling on hoverboards and motorcycles is crazy? We had people fighting on top of blimps. We had people fighting on top of moving trains. We had people fighting on literal 747 planes here. I mean, driving on motorcycles is not the strangest place we've seen duels have. We've even seen people duel inside of an active volcano here. And we've seen them duel in Ferris wheels. We've seen them duel in haunted houses. We've seen them duel in the ocean. Motorcycles is not that far of a stretch. How did Big Boss die? Well, technically, officially, he simply died because of the fox dye that was in Solid Snake, or technically Old Snake's body that pretty much killed him. I mean, officially, finally, that's really what killed him. Do you think Kobe Bryant is the most skilled NBA player ever? No, I do not. I am not a Kobe fan. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, there's a duel that takes place on top of a hyperjet. Look, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Chilix, I am the wrong person. I know nothing about that. The H&K Mark 27 is the closest you'll get to owning a gun from Metal Gear. No, I'm pretty sure there's some guns that actually exist. They use actual real guns. I'm positive about that. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's definitely some guns in there in Metal Gear that are real. Yeah, there's a bunch of guns that are real. Yeah, like in Resident Evil, there's like a lot of guns in those games that are actual real guns. Yeah, like a TMP. A TMP is a real gun. That yeah, like a lot of those guns are like very few of those guns are like fictional guns. They're real guns or they're like based off of actual real gun models. So it's not entirely fiction. How did Fox Die end up in Big Boss's body? Well, it was put in. Okay, in Metal Gear, spoiler alert, in Metal Gear Solid 4, Old Snake had an older version of Fox Die that was killing him, and at the beginning of the game, unknowingly, Drebin injected him with a newer strand of Fox Die, which overrode the old version, but now this new version was killing specific targets. Like that's what ultimately killed Big Mama, and that's what ultimately killed Liquid, and that's what ultimately killed Big Boss. Like just being around them, like when you're injected with Fox Die, you're giving off you're kind of giving off like an like you're giving off like some sort of disease, kind of. Like that's what killed the Darba Chief. Like when the Darba, that's what killed Decoy Octopus. Decoy Octopus absorbed the Chief's blood into himself, and because the Fox Die that was injected in Solid Snake's body at the time by Naomi was meant to target members of the Patriots. So anyone who was around him would die if you got near them. Like that's how Fox Die works. Like you can actually program this virus to target specific people, and just by being around them, it kills them because you're giving off this sense. That's how Fox Die works in the simplest form. What is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game? Are you kidding? It's Kingdom Hearts 2, of course. That's a 10 out of 10 game. Larry Bird. What about Larry Bird? What's the question about what about Larry Bird? Do I think he's the most skilled player ever? No. You could argue he's probably one of the greatest Boston Celtics of all time. You could argue that. Do you think they could have made a game of Gray Fox as the main character? I think they could have. It would have been similar to something like Ryzen, Revengeance. I think they could have done that. I think that would have worked just fine. I mean, heck, there's even a skin that allows you to play as Gray Fox in Metal Gear Rising, which I thought was fun. I know the TMP is a real gun. The current TMP you can own is a BNT. Yeah. Hi, Blaze19. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the explanation. I never understood how Fox Die works. No problem. You got a question about Metal Gear? Ask away. I'm pretty knowledgeable. Hello, Blaze. You seem new. Yes, people are here. Welcome. You like mech animes, Zone of Enders, and from time to time. Yeah. Rashad, am I going to see Mortal Kombat 2? Of course I'm going to go see Mortal Kombat 2. Of course. I mean, I had my issues with the first film, but, you know, it was okay. I'm willing to give the second film a chance. And we're actually getting a tournament, so can't really complain about that. Funny, Gordon. Yeah, funny. What is with you and Cher? Are you obsessed with her or something? Don't worry, Blazo. I can see you just fine. Don't worry. Death Stranding 2 is probably going to come out on PlayStation 6. Yeah, you're probably right. We're only 2 years away from the next gen consoles anyway, so yeah, probably PlayStation 6, probably. What is my issue with the first film? Well, not a fan of Cole Young. Not a fan of the whole Arcana crap. Hate the fact there was no tournament. And the way they apparently do the tournament is kind of stupid. Because apparently, how Outworld is winning these tournaments is by killing the opposing champions before the actual tournament. So you mean to tell me that this, like, we're going into the 10th one, which we didn't have. You mean to tell me that 9 times before, Raiden let his champions get killed 9 previous times and there was no tournament? So, really, what we're going to get in Mortal Kombat 2 is technically the first official Mortal Kombat tournament. Like he explained, it's like, yeah, this is how we're going to win the tournament. We're just going to kill Raiden's champions before the tournament, so Earth has to lose by default. You know, there were rules against this kind of stuff in the very first film in 95. It's like, there were rules saying, yeah, you can't actually do that. But apparently, those rules don't exist. What's my favorite video game anime? I don't know, does Dragon Ball count? My favorite gun in Resident Evil are the Chicago Typewriter, the Broken Butterfly, and the Hand Cannon. That's a good collection. Apparently the next Xbox is releasing next year. Really? Oh, what is their plan? They're going to try to jump the gun and get their next console out early? I mean, it do for like the longest time. Typically, PlayStation and Xbox typically release their consoles the same year, just like a few months apart. But I don't know. I guess they want to try to get ahead of the competition because so they've pretty much given up on the Xbox One. I mean, they've pretty much given up. What were the rules of the Mortal Kombat tournament? What are you talking about? Like, there was no tournament in the first film. That's the problem. There was no tournament. There was absolutely no tournament in the first film. That was the problem. I mean, you make a Mortal Kombat movie and there's no tournament. I mean, at least in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, like, there wasn't a tournament, but, like, the tournament had happened, so... Oh, okay. Yeah, Chillix, but you have to remember the PlayStation 3 would eventually outsell the Xbox 360 by the end. Like, I mean, was the Xbox outselling the PlayStation for most of its lifespan? Yes, but it's not how you start the race or how the race is going, it's how you finish. And at the end, the PlayStation 3 did successfully outsell the Xbox 360 by the end. So that's what counts. What was my thoughts when the PlayStation 6 was well, I knew I wasn't getting one. I didn't get a PlayStation 3 till 2008 when it dropped to 400. So, I mean, I knew there was no way in hell my dad was going to pay $600 for a game console. So, I mean, to be fair, it's not the highest price point I paid for a console, so do I like Mortal Kombat Deception? Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat Deception. I personally wish you bought a PlayStation 3 when I was a kid. Mm. Well, you can play one now, so. Mm. Okay, let's put you in timeout for. Yeah. Yeah, let's put you in timeout. I don't like scammers on my streams. Who is my favorite Sub-Zero? Like Mortal Kombat 3. Like who's my favorite version of Sub-Zero? Ooh, that's tough. That's a good question. Believe it or not, as crazy as it may sound, my favorite version of Sub-Zero, probably me personally, is probably gonna have to go to Mortal Kombat Deception. No, not Deception. Deadly Alliance. That how he looked like he was like really an older Grandmaster. Like that's my favorite look for Sub-Zero. And like his arms were made of ice. I thought that was cool. The PlayStation 6 is probably going to cost $600. Yeah, you're probably right. You always kept losing to Onaga. Really? Because of his size, he's not that hard to take down. But I mean, I guess if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. What's a better... Wait, what? What's a better start? Mortal Kombat Deception or recent film adaptations? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to start anywhere. Start whenever you want. You could start with Mortal Kombat 1 and you'd be fine and just play yourself back. I don't. There's no wrong or right way to play Mortal Kombat. Just play it however you want. Do you like Goodfellas or Martin Scorsese films in general? They're okay, but I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of his. Scammer, yes, he was. One thing I love about my PlayStation 4 is that I can play physical movies. I can play physical movies on my PlayStation 5 too. But yeah, heck, I'll always prefer physical media. Always. I mean, heck, even Nolan supports that. Story, not start. Oh, which one has the best story? I'll be honest. I don't think the stories really started getting good until 9. But if I were to go with story, maybe no. I like. I'll be honest. I think story wise, I actually like Mortal Kombat 1. I actually like it. I like it a lot. In Mortal Kombat 3, that's when Sub-Zero truly became a good guy. Kind of. He was a good guy in Mortal Kombat 2 because you killed Sub-Zero, old school Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 1 officially in the timeline. So technically it was 1, or technically Mortal Kombat 2 when, you know, Kuai Liang showed up. If anything, I need to end my obsession with Mortal Kombat. No, you don't. You don't need to end your obsession with anything. So you think the new Injustice game will be good? I thought the last 2 were good, so yeah, I think Injustice 3 when it comes out will be good. I think Rubik's should be shut down. Not a fan, I see. As long as your PlayStation 5 has a disc drive, you can play physical movies on it? Yeah, well, obviously. You can still play DVDs, too. What's my favorite comedy movie? Ooh, damn. Ooh. Man, that's tough. But comedy, I might have to go with Liar Liar. I think it would have to be a Jim Carrey movie. Without question. I think Jim Carrey is the funniest man I've ever seen in my life. Do you like Ermac? Ermac's fine, but I'm like, he's not a character I personally play, but you know, he's fine. I wonder why Mortal Kombat vs. DC had to be rated T instead of M. Well, because Warner Brothers wasn't interested in you mutilating their superheroes. I mean, no one they don't want to see Superman getting his spinal cord ripped out. They don't want to see Wonder Woman being decapitated. I mean, like, some of the fatalities he performed on those DC heroes didn't make any sense. It's like, there was one where, like, it involved, like, Joker, like, shooting Superman in the head with a gun. It's like, did he use a kryptonite bullet? Because that wouldn't do anything. Who's your favorite martial arts movie actor? Probably Jet Li, I would say. He's never made a bad movie that I've seen of his. You want good guy Sub-Zero back? Well, you might get him. You might get it. You might get another one because if they keep going down this path, they might have to get another Sub-Zero because, like, you know, if they keep going with the story of Mortal Kombat 1, well, Bihan is still Noob Saibot. So they'll probably get someone else to be another, another Sub-Zero. Maybe a female one. I don't know. Home Alone 2 is my favorite comedy. Yeah, that's a good one. Jim Carrey is a real-life Looney Tune character. Yeah, and he's the best at it. Could you do a worse? There is no worse. There is no worse Jim Carrey movie. No. Although I did appreciate his more serious tones. Maybe I don't know. Is that even doable? I don't know if it's like I'll see. I mean, if that's something people want, but I'm curious if someone's actually done that. Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea for a video. Oh shit. Okay, wow. Someone did do it. Okay. Alright. And it's big. I mean, is that what you... I mean, Mango, is that what you want? Give me a thumbs up if you want that, because I can put that idea. Because, heck, I've been looking for a tier list idea. I never really considered doing a Jim Carrey movie, but heck, give me a thumbs up if you want that. I'll film it tomorrow. Okay, you got it. Tier list Jim Carrey movies. By Mango. Which, I love mangoes, so very underrated fruit. Hey James, how you doing? What other X-Men characters do I think could have a standalone film besides Wolverine? I'd say Mystique from the first 3 films, not First Class Mystique. I think Magneto could get a film. I think versions of Charles Xavier could get a film. Cyclops done right could be good. Rogue being the league of a small young group, that would be fine. I mean, there's a bunch of... I think there's some I don't think you could do it, but yeah, there's a number of characters I think could do it. Am I into Ninja Gaiden? No, Super Gaming, I unfortunately am not. Marcus Reed, unironically, Superman could tear apart Shao Kahn with his bare hands. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think Superman could take Shao Kahn down. Yeah, I think so. Did I ever watch New Mutants? No. I heard it didn't look interesting to me, Chirlex. It really didn't. So I wasn't interested. And heck, from what I've heard, I mean, I'm not even gonna I've already stated I don't watch Marvel films, but like from what I've heard and I'm hearing from Doomsday, this movie is gonna be a fucking mess. Like apparently, like they're announcing like 25 more other characters. It's just like, what are we doing? What are you doing? You can't cram like this is a bad example of like what they tried in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Like in practice, in concept, it sounds like a cool idea. Like to have 70 plus fighters, like to have every single fighter, secret fighter, test fighter that had ever been put in a Mortal Kombat game. Let's just shove them all in one game. Had over 70 fighters, and then when you actually play the game, they play like 80% the same. They have like maybe 1 or 2 exclusive special moves, and even some of those special moves feel like other people's special moves. So in concept it sounds cool, but in execution it's a goddamn mess. And I think that's what Doomsday is gonna be. It's gonna be a mess. And like none of these films have really led into this. They're like just doing it all, like, it's gonna be a mess. So you think Batman would have plans for Shao Kahn? What the hell is Batman going to do? How do you plan for that? Like, how do you prep for Shao Kahn? What would happen if Magneto was in the first Incredibles movie? I don't know. It doesn't seem to fit in The Incredibles. Thoughts on Netflix doing an Assassin's Creed live action TV show? Dear God. Get rid of the Animus and we'll talk. That is the one thing I hate consistently with these games. Get rid of the Animus. There is no purpose to it anymore. Anytime we get into the Animus crap, I lose all interest. Like, that is like a key reason why no fucking Assassin's Creed game will ever be a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, get rid of the Animus. Nobody likes it. It hasn't been irrelevant since 3? And they don't even number the games anymore. So I've lost track of how many Assassin's Creed games they have. Avengers Doomsday is supposed to have Fantastic Four and X-Men. Yeah, and we're talking like 60 plus characters. That's like way more than they had in, apparently, what they had in Endgame, and I didn't even see that. But I knew like the final fight was probably going to be a giant CGI mess where you weren't be able to see what the hell was going on. Use anti-magic gear along with anti-magic Superman armor. Okay. Favorite Denzel Washington movie? That's a tough one. Okay, hang on. You gotta clarify. Is he the lead or is he in the film wing? Because depending on whether he's a supporting character or he's the lead, you'll get two different answers. Hey, what's up, Wonder Goes? How you doing? So you heard the Resident Evil reboot film is apparently... No, I'm fine with that idea. Chillix, a lot of people hate that idea. I'm fine with that idea. That's specifically why I think the first Resident Evil movie is fine. I really like that film. Like, if you tell a Resident Evil story and it's its own thing, and it doesn't have to include the game characters, I think it can work. The minute they started adding the characters from the game, and then kept pouncing on it that Alice was a better character than them, that's when you were starting to lose me. Like, that's why I still think the first film is great. And it brought a lot of real original ideas that were put into the games. I mean, that's when you know it's good. Lead? Okay. A Denzel Washington movie where he was the lead. This is going to sound weird, but I think Equalizer 2. Yeah, like, when I really think about, like, what is a movie of his that I've watched the most amount of times? Probably Equalizer 2. Yeah, most people probably wouldn't say that. Training Day. MC used to be good before the multiverse saga happened. Training Day, Snake in Big Birth Training. I've never seen Denzel Washington and Leader Cartno both in the same movie. I don't think they've ever been in the same movie together. I don't think so. I think the whole thing about supers getting suppressed by the government was stupid. Denzel says Equalizer 4 and 5 are happening now. I was under the impression Black Panther 3 was going to be his last film. Like, he had, like, he had this film, and he had Black Panther, and then he was retiring. Like, he does not need to do an Equalizer 4 and 5. Having a trilogy is good enough. I know Inception is my favorite movie, but do you like other Leonardo DiCaprio movies? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The Aviator. I'd have to look it up. There was, like, I can't think of, like, that movie he won where he fought the bear. I saw that one. I'm pissed if I can't think of the name. The Departed. He was really good in that, too. So, yeah. At least Project Alice was able to hold her own, unlike Ethan Winters. What do you mean? Ethan Winters took down Mother Miranda by himself. Kind of. What's a game that hypes you but you think is overrated? What? Wait, a game that's hyped but I think is overrated. The Last of Us. I think that is the most overrated video game ever made. Easily. I saw Universal now has the rights to Jason Bourne films. Well, they haven't made a Jason Bourne film in like 10 years, so I don't think we'll get another one. I think Matt Damon's too old at this point. The Revenant. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he was really good in that. He was very good in that. Oh, snap. 11 people? Awesome. Malcolm X might be his best performance. I don't know. I mean, I thought he was good. I mean, I thought definitely think he was really getting that. But like, there's a difference between being good and entertaining. So there's a difference. Like, I'm not a fan of Malcolm X, to be fair. So I think he just played the role so good that I like. But I think that shows how good of an actor he is. But yeah. Like, put it like this. I'm a bigger fan of like someone like Samuel Jackson than I am Denzel Washington. I'll put it like that. Am I going to watch the James Cameron movie about the guy who survived the 2 atomic bombs? I didn't even know what that was. Have I? I'll be right back. As for your question, Super Gaming, how's that answer your question? And I even did a review for that. Marcus, I mean, Project Alice looks way more like Resident Evil character, while Ethan Winters looks like he belongs in a different horror game. You know, I have thought that. The way he dressed, he looks like he would more be suited in something like Silent Hill. So, yeah, I can agree with that. You guys got anything, any questions, any video ideas? Because I am filming it all tomorrow because I have a free day. And I got 3 ideas so far. Have I seen The Wolf of Wall Street? You mean I ain't fucking leaving? I ain't going nowhere? Yes, I have. Did you hear about Jason Momoa playing Lobo? Yes. And I also heard about Roman Reigns playing Akuma. And Cody Rhodes is going to be Guile, which is weird because he's champion now. So does that mean, is he going to lose the belt soon? Because I'd say a movie like that, you're going to be gone for like at least 3 months. Minimum. Like Guile, I cannot see Guile being a minor character. He's going to be a big character. I still like 3 months of filming. Have I ever seen Training Day? Yes, I have seen Training Day. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Worst and best spin-off games. Well, the worst spin-off game I can think of is definitely Special Forces Mortal Kombat. What the hell are they thinking? Do you think Sony should do a Infamous Trilogy remaster like they did with Uncharted? I would love for them to do that. I would love to replay those games on the PlayStation 5. I mean, technically you can through like one of their services, but like to play a disc version with like enhanced visuals, yeah, I would absolutely do that. Exactly. He looks like he belongs in Silent Hill. Do you think Control is going to have a sequel? Yeah. Super Gaming, did you not play Alan Wake 2? They pretty much confirmed that's the next game that's going to come out from Remedy. They confirmed it. They confirmed that Control and Alan Wake are in the same universe. Like she's in the game. You can play as her. You can play as her in Alan Wake 2. Like she has like a whole bunch of levels. Like there's like an entire DLC packet that is like in the Control world. So like there's characters, there's interactions. Like they pretty much confirm that these are in the same universe. And like the next game is going to be Control. Like it's probably going to be Control, and then they'll probably do an Alan Wake 3. Like that's been confirmed for like 2 years. How about an MGS Con video? Well, yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna be doing a lot of filming about while I'm at MGS Con. Don't worry about that. I got you covered. Ever thought, even though you don't play Street Fighter games, do you enjoy movies except Legend of Chun Li? Yeah, Legend of Chun Li was garbage. But yeah, I still watch the '90s one. That's still got a like. I still enjoy that one. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with that film. I still want to. I'd love to own some Bison dollars. And the Tuesday scene is just classic because that's how I feel. That's how I think every celebrity or famous person feels. I would never do that. Like I've never been recognized, but like if you met like a famous person and it'd be like the greatest day of your life for them, they're probably gonna forget about you like in 10 minutes, being like, yeah, it's just another day. I won't even remember you like 5 minutes from now, and I think that sucks. Would you ever be interested in going to a film festival? Yeah, if I ever got invited to, sure. Chillax, I still remember when the Vita was going to get Infamous Game before they canceled it. Yeah, I remember that too. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, you guys got any last questions or video ideas? We're down to the last 8 minutes. Have I ever played juiced racing games? No, I have not. I'm aware of them, but I've never played them. That's like asking someone, have you played Split Second, which is easily probably the most unappreciated. That's like my second favorite racing game of all time, and like no one knows about it. Like I would love to stream that. Like if people were willing to watch me stream on Twitch. But favorite Pac-Man game? Mine is Pac-Man World 2. I don't have a favorite Pac-Man game. Not the biggest fan of Pac-Man. Can you drive a manual? I've I don't think I technically no, but I don't think it'd be very hard. Have I played Splinter Cell? I think I played one Splinter Cell once and I didn't like it. I played Split Second on the PSP and yeah, it's great. Do I have a favorite James Bond game? Yes, Nightfire. Nightfire. Love GoldenEye. GoldenEye's classic, but Nightfire. Nightfire, I think, overall is better than GoldenEye. Because your dream car is basically a manual. I know that. I know. I still want to just sit in that car. I just want to sit there. I don't even want to drive it. Like I don't know. I'd love to drive, but just to sit in it and feel it. I'd probably break down in tears because I'm like, oh my god. GoldenEye should get a remaster. Technically, Chillax, they did that already. They already they remade that. So the odds of getting a remaster is highly unlikely because they already did that twice. What is my favorite Mission Impossible movie? Go Rogue Nation. Now I have to really think about Rogue Nation. How would I feel if Leonardo DiCaprio played Batman? I think he'd be miscast. I think he's too old for it unless he wants to play. I don't think he's got the size, to be fair. I mean, maybe if he bulks up, but I don't think he'd be interested in a part like that at this stage in his career. Have you ever collected souvenir popcorn? You mean like this one here? Which I've never actually put popcorn in this thing. And heck, it lights up and it makes sounds. But this is the only one I have. There's like maybe 2 or 3 more I want to own, but like this is the only popcorn bucket I have. Subway or Meatball? Definitely Subway. Leo was going to play Peter Parker and James Cameron canceled Spider-Man. Wow, that sounds like awful casting. Do I have a large Blu-ray collection? Unfortunately, no. I am very, very, very selective about what Blu-rays I add. And I can say that my collection is probably 70% Nolan films. Speaking about that, I'm going to send you a video of a dude. I probably have already sent it. I've probably already seen it. I've seen plenty of videos of people who have that car. I just want to sit in there. Like, I'll pay him $100 just to sit, not to drive it. I just want to sit in there for like 5 minutes. Like, I'll just $100. I don't even want to drive it. Just want to sit in there and get a picture of it. Leo was going to play. Yes, I know Leo was going to play Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, I know that one. Have I seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Yes, I have. Have you seen Robin Hood, Men in Tights? Because that's a classic. Do you think Max Payne's slow time is part of his ability? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. It's a game mechanic. And it's funny, they kind of break the fourth barrier about that. Michael Bay is not confirmed. Yes, I know. He's coming back to Transformers. I think he misses making those billion-dollar films. Say what you will, those movies made money. Alright, we got less than 3 minutes left, so get your last questions out, your last video ideas out, because after this, I'm just going to be just finishing up some scripting and then getting ready to do a lot of filming tomorrow. Unpopular opinion, I don't care for Memento. Heck, everyone's got their taste. I would say, put it like this. I think out of any, if I could sit down and talk to Christopher Nolan, I think that's the movie I would ask him about. I wouldn't ask him about Inception or the Dark Knight trilogy or anything else he's doing. I would ask about that. And I wonder if anyone has made like a cut of that movie that plays it in order. It's like even now, knowing how he structured it, it's a little weird to follow at times. And he used the black, like the color in black and white. He used that again in Oppenheimer, and I thought that was, that was very him. Did I see Pain and Gain by Michael Bay? Unfortunately, yes, but I didn't really care. I didn't like it. What is my thoughts when you saw Optimus Prime brutally kill Decepticons in live-action films? I mean, he's Optimus Prime, and he kills Decepticons. What do you expect? That's what he does. I mean, if you're fighting in a war, you're killing Decepticons. Why would you be shocked about that? I mean, have you played any Transformers video game? All you're doing is killing Decepticons. I mean, dude, the body count in, like, you play War of Cybertron, you're gonna kill, like, 200 Decepticons and Autobots. I mean, what, a couple of brutal kills in some live action makes you squeamish? Can't wait to see the next matchup. Well, Super Gaming, that will be coming out officially on the 28th, on the day that the next Metal Gear game gets released. So, yeah. Insomnia is underrated. Yes, it is very much underrated, and more people should see it. Have I seen The Raid Redemption? Yes, I've seen that in theaters, and that was actually like one of my highest viewed movie reviews back in the day. I remember people getting mad when he killed humans in the fourth film. But no, that was fine. That was totally justified. That was totally justified. I didn't have a problem with that. I mean, what are you going to do? If these guys are hunting you, if humans are hunting you and killing you, what are you going to do? And by that point, they had gotten like really good at killing Transformers and hunting them down. Have a good night. Eat some good Chinese food. All right, I might just do just that. I might actually go out and get some panda. And I might even post it on my Discord if you guys are following me there. But that'll do it for this stream. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I had a great time. I hope you guys will enjoy the 3 video ideas that were sent to me today, because I will be posting all of them up tomorrow. And like always, I want to thank you guys for watching. You're awesome. And I will catch you guys next week.